Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. Here today, we're going to be starting a brand new series on the channel. We're going to be playing as the Republic of Venice. So guys, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like. If you don't, feel free to leave a dislike. Let me know in the comment section down below where you would like me to expand and conquer, feedback and suggestions for this series, and let me know as well other strategy games you'd like me to let's play on the channel. So here today we're going to be playing an updated version of the mod, version 2.5, so there will be some changes here and there. So I've got to say a huge thank you to the 1212 AD mod team for sending me a closed alpha copy of the mod and making this series possible. So I get this question asked a lot. There's a lot of newcomers to the channel as well. When will the 1212 AD campaign be out? And I honestly don't know, and I don't think they really know either just yet. But all I can say is be patient, subscribe to the channel. I'll make a video when there's a sort of public test available for you guys. I'll put a video out saying you can download it when it's available. So that's the best thing I can sort of offer. Subscribe and there'll be a video out when you guys can play it. So let's go through some of the changes. First up, I think I was playing on like the Norwegian campaign as like alpha version 1 point something. So we've had a couple of changes here and there. As you can see, we can have a early campaign, which is 1212 AD. And later they're going to implement a late campaign in 1337, which is really quite cool. You can choose from earlier to late. I think in Stainless Steel, when I play it, I usually play a late campaign. But for now, we're going to be playing the early campaign. So let's select a campaign. They've also changed the campaign selector as well. So instead of having the factions based on region and race, it's all up there for you, which is really quite cool. There's also a randomizer in the right, so you can just go to your heart's content and then play as anyone. So we're going to be playing as the Republic of Venice here today. We're going to be playing as Doge Pietro, and Venice is a really cool and unique faction, one of the only 3 Republic factions of the game. So we're going to be playing as them, of course, the Doge of Venice. I think it's Genoa and someone else. So let's have a look at the custom battle, the units that are currently available. So Venice, of course, are famous for their Venetian heavy shock infantry, decent amount of spears as well. So we're going to have a bit of a sneak peek, a bit of a tease as to some of the upcoming units here. Melee wise, we're quite good as well, especially crossbows wise and bow infantry. We've actually, we've actually got some formidable cavalry by the looks of it. I'll put in the description below the custom battle mod if you guys like to download that, because you can play custom battles. You just can't play the campaign, unfortunately. But regardless, I'll see you guys on the campaign map. Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. You're most welcome to pause and have a look at the mod credits, of course. But welcome to the Republic of Venice campaign. Now, Venice has a long, deep, rich history. And hopefully here today, we can sort of forge and create a mighty republic for Venice. Okay, cool. So, you might be able to tell as well, there's some added Medieval 2 sound bites, especially when you go through the negotiations. There's been some sound packs added, which is really quite cool. There's also going to be a new upcoming cutscene as well for the 4th Crusade. So, let's see what we're working with and get stuck into the campaign. So, as Venice, let's sort by province. We currently have 2 provinces here, 2 regions. Now, Venice is an interesting campaign in the 1212 AD mod. When you'd play Medieval 2, you'd go through probably trying to take the Italian peninsula, Greece, and then pushing against the Byzantines. In this, it's a little bit difficult due to our diplomacy standing. So, as you can see here, we're playing as Venice. We have Pietro, our Doge, with a full stack. Now, to take the entire region here, we'd have to go to war with Bologna and Verona, which, unfortunately for us, is under the protectorate of the Holy Roman Empire. Well, you think maybe sort of conquer eastward. Unfortunately, Croatia and Austria Austria is more so north, but they are still under the protectorate of the Holy Roman Empire and Hungary. Okay, maybe we think about going for Greece. Well, we actually have our one and only defensive alliance with the Latin Empire. So this campaign, conquering-wise, is going to be a little bit iffy. What I've sort of hatched, to let me know if you guys sort of agree or disagree, to let me know we'd like me to expand and conquer. So I think our best bet is probably to push down and take the entirety of Sicily. I think it's definitely doable. Now, we need to find available targets. So basically, I'd love to control the entirety of the peninsula, but for now, we're going to have to push further south. Once we get rid of Sicily, we might actually go for Epirus. They currently have no diplomacy standing, and we can really make a strong maritime trade, because historically, Venice basically stole all these islands off the coast there and had a really strong naval empire in the Adriatic. Unfortunately, the ships aren't available in the 1212 AD mod just yet. They're still working and hashing things out, so we can't have any naval battles. Some people were asking me, who just joined sort of my Let's Play series on the Norwegian campaign, were asking where were the ships. I would like to betray the Latin Empire. I think taking Constantinople would be really cool, and maybe we can take out the Byzantine Empire. So I think first off in today's episode, we'll try and push and take the entirety of Sicily out. We'll push into Epirus. We could actually go to war with our arch rivals Genoa on the west coast there. They are currently not military allied with anyone, so we could take that as well. We'll probably push against the Byzantines, and then we'll probably take Constantinople in the finale. How does that sound? That's what I'm sort of thinking and preparing a little bit ahead. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that. Okay, so looking at Venice itself, it's a city, a port, and what is this? Upkeep for mercenaries, wealth-wise. We probably could get something a bit better, like trade tariffs. Yeah, that would be more ideal. Okay, wheat fields, let's upgrade to a wheat farm there as well. And we've also got a smaller armor here with Jacopo, which is my son by the looks of it, in Crete. And we'll try and upgrade this as well. I might actually hold that off for now, as I would like to get some reinforcements. So what can we actually recruit there? Just some early, medium melee infantry. So let's get a couple of these guys down. If we can get them, that would be ideal. Okay, diplomacy-wise, we currently have a defensive alliance with the Latin Empire. If I can try and increase that to a military, that would be ideal. Let's sort by attitude and negotiate with the other kingdoms and try and get as much military and sort of negotiations with them as best as possible. So I'm going to try and go around and get as much diplomacy as I can with the Christian factions and non-aggressional pacts and trade. It takes a little while. I might just sort of skip through it. Okay, I tried to get as much non-aggression pacts as I could with most of the surrounding Christian factions. I've actually got an interesting piece of diplomacy I'd like to show you guys. So we've got the Kingdom of Cilicia here. So let's negotiate with them. Cilicia, I can't remember which one's which. Anyway, we can actually marry Rita, his daughter, to Pietro, the Doge. 17 years of age, drunkard. I'd still take that though. High. So, as it's a high likelihood, we're going to be able to force some really decent diplomacy. So we actually get a military alliance, which is perfect. Military access as well. So let's push for that. I wonder if we can get a payment out of it as well. How much will we push? 600 or so? Oh, they accept it. Excellent. So now, hopefully, we can gain further and better quality relations with the likes of... Oh, there we go. Antioch defensive. Military access now. A military alliance as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Hopefully, we can get a similar deal. Yeah. With Sicily. I mean, yeah, Sicily actually quite like us there. I meant the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus. Okay, so we've managed to increase our diplomatic standing with 2 defensive pacts with the Latin Empire and Jerusalem. We've also got a military access pact with Antioch and Cilicia there as well. Alright, tech-wise, we want to go with... probably go with Crusader Kings. Trade will be fine for now. We've got no major objectives. Okay, faction-wise, we have our leader Pietro, who looks like Santa Claus. Santa Claus. We could convert to Orthodox Christianity and Judaism if we wanted to. Orthodox Christianity... it might be an interesting idea. Yeah, because they're Catholic. I think for now we'll stay as a Christian kingdom. We're going to get far more benefits staying rather than leaving. And then we have, of course, my adopted son, Jacopo. So we'll try and put you into some of these retainers. Marco here as well. And we'll put them into officers as well. Okay, Governor's Wise. We'll send you here, and we'll put you here as well. Okay, for now, let's go with probably army capacity increase. Well, we've already got 2 on the way, so that doesn't really help, I don't think, because we probably don't have the financial stuff. It's not going to hit just yet anyway. I want to be quick against the Sicilians. So I'm probably want to go for some sort of already public order bonus, even though if it does lower our tax rate, because we've got to play it different here, because the thing is, right, we essentially can't expand for our borders. Like, our empire is really quite fragmented at the moment. So let's go with that for now. We really want to try and push against the Sicilians with what we have for now. Okay, so my governor's now being put in place. We're 47% in control of the merchant senate, as it is, I guess. Yeah, it must be. Okay, I think my empire is stable here for now. It's trying to do some military actions, I think. So, it just kind of sucks that all these military alliances have really sort of phased me out of pushing this way. We're going to have to sort of go for a bit of an unorthodox approach, having a sort of lopsided empire here. But this should be fun. We could even go on Crusade as well. The 4th Crusade will be called soon against the Ayyubid Sultan in Cairo. Maybe we can do that in the future. Okay, so with Doge Pietro, we currently have 1 unit of heavy spear infantry, 3 units of medium, 2 units of medium melee, 5 units of medium crossbowmen, and we have 4 units of cavalry, 2 of which are crossbow cav. And then this secondary army here has 16 units, 4 units of militia, 2 swordsmen, 2 archers, 3 crossbowmen, and some extra knights. Okay, I'm just sort of trying to think for now. Should I try and get some more recruitment done? Yeah, getting 2 more swords might be ideal for me, but I want to be aggressive. I want to be quick on the uptake. I want to hit the Sicilians hard before they mount a strong and sort of formidable force in the south of Italy. Alright, burning through the turn times now. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. We like to expand and conquer. Feedback and suggestions for the series. But it's going to be a lot of fun playing as Venice. They've got a really cool, sort of unique sort of story as well. Building their city from the water up in the swampy lagoon. We'll go with political favors here as well. There's also the crazy Mission Impossible heist story of the 2 Christian popes, not popes, priests, sorry, who managed to steal silkworms from the Muslims out in Egypt. Okay, so what can we go with here? We can actually get a better quality port, but that costs 7,500. It could slightly bankrupt us a bit once we sort of push out. At the moment, we're losing a tax rate, but we're getting a public order boost, which we're going to need. So this army is keen and raring to go with the Doge. Let's go with a forced march. We want to try and circumnavigate and push to the boot of Italy as quickly as possible. Going for the likes of Dyrrhachium might not be a bad shot, but that's a hell of an army there. The Empire of Epirus with their Emperor Michael. Okay, so we're still 1 turn out before we can redirect you. Upgrading this isn't too bad, but at the moment we're currently -7. Now the problem is my Imperium isn't high enough either, so we can't actually recruit any armies. So we really need to take the entirety of the Kingdom of Sicily as we can. Now looking at our strength wise, we're currently strength ranked 14, and Sicily is currently 9th. Now if my math is correct, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 do they have? How many do they have? 4. Oh, okay. I thought they had like 5 territories. Oh, okay. That should be enough in Imperium for me to get more armies, ideally. Alright, let's dive back into diplomacy for now. Really good relationship with them now, and it's continuing to flourish in the Far East as well. If we could somehow upgrade, like the more you can sort of upgrade your alliances, the better. Okay, so we could get trade with them. It's probably not a bad idea getting trade with them, maybe. The Sicilians, that is. There's going to be quite some time before I have to go to war with the Republic of Pisa. So let's get a defensive alliance with them. Even if we do get shit relations, the world's going to burn anyway. We're going to be going to war with most of our neighbours. Okay, so we can't trade with you, and we can't get a non-aggression pact with the Sultanate of Rum. I would ideally like that. Okay, so we actually can see what their army consists of. Federico, 18 units. Sicily are a very strong faction, but they tend to go to war with the Muslims, sort of in the south here in Carthage and whatnot. So, here's hoping a war will spring up, and then they have to deal with that. In Medieval too, Sicily is one of my favourite factions to play as in the boot of Italy. Very strong, heavy infantry. They start off with a really good castle as well, and especially crusade-wise, you can take Tunisia quite quickly and launch a crusade to get fantastic relations with the Pope, blitzkrieg up through Italy, and really hold and control the maritime empire. So we have the Fourth Council of Latin, the Fourth Crusade there, Fifth Crusade rather. Fifth Crusade, Fourth Council. Right, okay, it's the Fifth Crusade. Right. The Ayyubids are at war. Okay, we're going to continue pushing down through autumn now into the boot of Italy. We're going to go for... What is their capital? Their capital is Syracuse. Their army's actually moved down. That's a good sign for me. Okay, so let's move this secondary army further up, because the thing is, right, if we sit and consolidate and we don't conquer territory rapidly or quickly, we're just going to be left behind the other medieval factions of this time period. We've still got a decent amount of money in the bank as well, and we haven't encountered anyone new just yet, but I'm still going to harass and parry the Sultanate of Rum. We could get a non-aggression pact with maybe the Byzantines as well, and we'll try and further increase our military alliance from a defensive with the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus. So we'll have a battle against the Sicilians in today's episode, mark my words. Pisa want a military alliance now, I'm more than happy to accept that. That's good, so they might be able to intercept and destroy that Sicilian army quite close to their coastline. So we'll push against the Sicilians. It's really up to you guys if we push against Epirus or Genoa. I want to strike against the Byzantines, sort of pound them into the dirt. They don't like us too much, but it's sort of us being a bunch of dicks more so than anything. Let's upgrade this 9,000. That's a hell of an investment to upgrade that to a castle. I think I'm going to hold off on it for now. Okay, so we're nearly in range to strike the Sicilians. On a force march, you're going to get here. And then you're here as well. It's currently winter as well. We should be able to take Turaco quite quickly. Public order-wise, -11, so it's not too bad at the moment. But in saying that, we are hemorrhaging cash, losing a potential 30% of our trade taxes, allowing our public order to flourish somewhat. Maybe we'll do the Simpzy cheese strat and try and negotiate with factions that love me and try and get some money out of the AI. That might not be a bad shout. Will we get 1,200 here? No. Let's drop back to 600, and that's accepted. Okay, I'm going to negotiate with my military allies. Give me some cash for the upcoming war against the Sicilians. Pretty pleased. Okay, cool. So we currently have 12k in the bank, which is quite massive if I do say so myself. Let's end the turn and continue. Oh, we've got a governor going up in stats. Let's go within... we actually don't probably need integrity. Let's just go straight with that increased tax rate. Okay, cool. Let's end the turn and continue. Then we'll have our first fight, hopefully, taking the city of Taranto in the boot of Italy, Brundisium. They want me to join the war against the Byzantines. Get the hell out of here, the Latin Empire. I'm not going to make you allow me to drag me into this fight. Very soon we must be getting an upcoming cutscene for the Fourth Crusade. And here we are now. So here is the cutscene. There's no sound for now. But here we go. The Pope has called a crusade for Cairo, calling upon all the righteous Catholics to take up the cross. Now this is one of the new unique scripts, which is really awesome to see, panning across here to Cairo itself. His Holiness hopes that the conquest of Egypt will provide for a staging ground to retake the rest of the Holy Land for Christianity. The choice now befalls you. Should you participate in the crusade, you may gain the Pope's favour and many riches, but sit out and there may be consequences. So here is one of the unique upcoming cutscenes for the game. Oh, so instantly your ally has been declared war upon. The Kingdom of Jerusalem are attacking the Ayyubid Sultanate. So it looks like we haven't even got a choice to go on crusade just yet. We're going to be going to war already because you can right click on your army and actually allow it to go on crusade. For now, I don't want to go on just yet. I need to build up my kingdom before I do hand. However, I don't know what to do here. Enter war on ally side, Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus. The thing is, right, as I am a human player, the AI is going to have a massive hard-on to attack me. They will probably push north and try and go for Crete, which I can't really afford. And as I'm already about to go to war with Sicily, which I really want to go for, I'd rather not. So I'm actually going to be quite treacherous and decline and break the alliance with the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus. But hopefully I can renegotiate with them now. Yeah, these guys are fucking idiots. Will we be friends? Yeah, sure, fuck it. Okay, let's chuck a quick save after that then. Now, hopefully... untrustworthy. Okay. Still, if I war deck Sicily, my allies should come. So, let's quickly switch you off your force march to a standard stance, so you can push an attack. For now, we're good here. It's actually probably not a bad shout doing that, because we've got a hell of a lot of money now. Okay, so let's quickly look at the Sicilian faction. Oh, so they're actually at war with the Almohad Caliphate and the Hafsid Sultanate. Oh, that's why they've gone. Oh, are they still strength ranked 9? Sicily, where are you ranked? 7th, you actually increased, okay. Huh. So hopefully Sicily is undefended and we're allowed to push as their armies are being drawn towards North Africa. Okay, right, let's attack now. Let's hit Taranto, hit them and hit them hard. Okay, so let's declare war and call all my allies. Let's see if they come with me. And they have. The Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus stands with the Republic of Venice, Antioch, the Latin Empire of Pisa, Thessalonica as well. Really? The Greeks are with me as well? Oh, okay. So we're pushing in from an amphibious attack. Let's maintain the blockade for now. We're better off going amphibious because it allows us to attack with one turn. And especially there isn't a really strong navy in... well, the navy hasn't been implemented in this alpha build just yet, so you can exploit a little bit. Because if you do disembark, every single settlement in this mod for now has a wall, so you have to siege it out. So, looking at the order resolve, we have just shy of 5,000 men loyal to the Republic of Venice, and we're coming up against a small Sicilian garrison consisting of 1,520. Some early spearmen, 5 units of crossbow and a cavalry unit. So, we're going to have our first battle against the Sicilians. Let's auto-resolve this one out. We lost 469, and we've taken our first official city on the Italian peninsula. Now, I'm going to occupy, as I am a Catholic faction, I do need to remember that slaughtering fellow Christians, fellow brethren, the Pope does not like. Okay, so we're going to move my army now. Where can I move you? Probably north for the time being. Let's send Jacopo to Naples to siege that. Now, I do believe Naples is in a different region. Yeah, okay. So, what can we do here? Yeah, because we can't actually attack in one turn. Alright, let's get a unit of ladders here. So, Pisa and Roma are currently within that. Okay, right, we need to be quick on the uptake here. Let's repair where we can, and we want to try and push as quickly as possible. So it takes 2 turns to get some more units there. Alright, let's cross our fingers and hope that we don't lose our sort of ancestral territory, because like strategically we're actually better off holding our regions in Sicily rather than holding our ancestral homelands are sort of like Crete and Venice. It's just a bit of a shame that we can't sort of push north, west, and east. But hey, that's not much you can do about it, really, when the alliances are sort of set up like this. Alrighty then, not really much else we can do. We could set a co-war target, potentially, against Sicily, if we can see one of their armies coming up and around again. Diplomacy-wise, no one else really wants to trade with me, of course. But here is the button if you're curious. Here it is. So send this army on Crusade. Note, clicking this button will declare war. So we could go on Crusade, maybe a little bit later. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Okay, personal influence is definitely good for now. Let's go with commander because we want to get down to motivator and tactician as quickly as possible. Governor-wise, cunning. I'd rather just get the tax boost. And what about Jacopo here as well, my adopted son? Well, I don't really know how this is going to work because we're currently playing as the Doge. So general-wise, go with this actually, because really we are a republic. I'm pretty sure the merchant senate votes on who the Doge is. In time periods, I would imagine it does turn into a sort of a medieval hierarchy. But for now, I'm sure the modders probably have... look, they try to make stuff as historically accurate as possible, but it's just the limitations of the game, and it's so early days in development. But maybe in the future, far, far future at some point, maybe there could be some sort of Senate voting system for the Republic of Venice. So the Kingdom of Sicily are a bunch of pussies. They want to peace out straight away as Naples is under fire and siege. They know that they're about to lose their kingdom. We hit them hard. We've taken a bit of a risk. Let's just hope I've built up a strong enough military alliance sort of base so they don't attack me, because the AI normally would see Venice and think, fuck, they could take that easily for themselves. I don't even think the garrisons are very large either in Venice. Yeah, look at that, that's not very large. What about this one down here in Crete? Yeah, it's about the same. Okay, oh, a full stack has arrived in Region, further south there. Okay, I want to try and take Naples, but I can't really afford to lose Taranto. I don't know if we're going to be able to take Naples in one turn. No, look at that. That's a large garrison. And even though we've got the army there, it could be a bit weak. We can move back, though. We've got enough movement. I want to try and finish this off. This army, playing as a siege at the moment, mostly made up of crossbows, just shitty spearmen. I think we're better off fighting on the field in battle. I would imagine that the army builds for Sicily would be more competent with ours. I just wanted to be quick. I wanted to hit them on the uptake. I could have sat back 10-15 turns and maybe built some better quality swordsmen, but I think we're far beneficial to be more aggressive. Okay, so now we've pushed up with that reinforcing support, and we've taken the ancient city of Naples. We have taken Napoli. Mount Vesuvius there in the background. Let's hope it doesn't erupt. Ah, Pisa are moving up here. I reckon if we stand and fight, we probably could do quite well. I would like to get back to Taranto, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. Oh, we can on a forced march. Oh, let's do that, because we do have a garrison there. Alright, let's repair Naples for now, and I might even get up on the recruitment. I can't recruit anything within one turn, though. That's a shame. I'm still going to probably risk it and go with 2 there. We're going to need it. Okay, jetty-wise for now, let's go with a trading dock. And we can't upgrade you just yet. 6,000 we can get Templar recruits. Let's go with that. Let's try and get Templar recruits as early as possible. As the 4th Crusade has been launched, the recruiting pools for many of the Catholic factions I imagine will be starting to swell, which is good. But let's see how the Sicilians react. Looks like they could have potentially pushed further north, which would be ideal and perfect for me if we could allow them to fight them on the fields of Italy, fight them on the field of battle. But we'll just sort of see how we go. Okay, trade agreement with the Papal States. Sure, Popey. Yeah, Genoa is sitting right outside Naples there, which is interesting. Oh, wow, okay, so we've got a couple of things going on here. Epirus have made peace. The Empire of Nicaea. It's really the Byzantines and the Empire of the Byzantines and the Latin Empire have made peace for now. Let's go with some wheat fields here. Okay, my replenishment isn't too bad. I'm going to push over the border here, just have a bit of a sneak peek. I can always pull back. No, they're not hiding or lurking around in the trees there. Oh, they've pushed back to Syracuse. I was like being really incredibly keen and cautious. Okay, so we can siege it. The thing is, right, that's not a very large garrison. 12. There could be another army lurking somewhere. Do I stop this to move down? Or am I being way too aggressive? Right, I'm going to push down. Because now they've pushed back. We're not going to lose Naples because that Genoa army's there. We can't hit it within one... Oh, I got an idea. I got a fucking idea. If I stop this, can I amphibiously attack there? Oh, you can. Do it. You got to risk it for the biscuit. Tactically, this wouldn't work in, say, like Attila or something, as there are navies. But in this, it can work at making them attack in one turn. Perfect. So, let's send Jakob to go around here and push and take the boot. 4,777 against 1,280. Let's take this now for the glory. For the Republic. Okay, so we've taken Region now. I would ideally like to move you out and then move the Doge. Move you out, move the Doge in. There we go, that's what we want. And now we've taken the entire region of Calabria, Sicilia. Perfect stuff. My Imperium now has increased to 4. Good. And we've managed to claim the olive resource. Perfect. Okay, so I want to try and defend my capital, Venice, as best as we can. So we've got a couple of our generals here. Camillo, Marinho, Urbinio. Oh, hello, Mr. Bird. Let's go with Camillo. Sure, let's go with you. So let's move you into Venice for now. And we'll try and get some units on our merry way down there. Very heavy spears are quite enticing, but I think swordsmen for hacking and slashing, cutting down is probably ideal. And I'm actually going to switch to an army recruitment cap of 2 because I want to try and get as many as possible. Archers wise, the thing is, right, in this mod the range of the crossbows is actually sometimes superior. Yeah. I might just get some normal archers though for now. I would like to get a secondary army down here as well if we could. Oh, it doesn't cost anything. Oh, let's do that then. So we could go by blood, but maybe we should go by who's sort of more required for the job. Have sort of an elective monarchy for now. Try and roleplay. Like, if it's already, like, permanently play with that, maybe we should just go through whoever's the best for the job. You know what I mean? For the Doge. Because we can't really have a voting system. Okay, cool. Okay, well, let's end the turn and continue and see how the Sicilians react. Jakob's gone up in stats now. We can get some battle movement with Tactician and Motivator. And this has gone up in stats as well. Army experience. We want to go with melee defense, and attack is always ideal. As quick as we can. Alright, so let's cross our fingers and hope that the Sicilians either stand and fight, or ideally push out against us. We're probably going to have the siege of Sicily. It's going to be interesting to see how the AI sort of reacts. It's their last city. Huh, get out of here. I'm not joining the war against the Iubids. Ah, okay. So they've actually pushed out there, which is interesting. Okay. That allows them to be more mobile. Looks like Genoa's high on the uptake, though. Look at this. They're really pushing against them. Bringing out their president? I don't know. I feel like a doge is unique to... Oh, no! Sort of Venice. Oh, this force needs a leader. Oh, no! We've lost our doge, Pietro. Oh. So let's bring in Corrado. Territorial. Urbano. Let's go with Urbano. Okay. 67 he was. Oh, he was quite old. Oh, that's a shame. Political favours there. Oh, why did his wife die as well? Wife died with him. Oh. Regardless, Jacopo is now the new Doge of Venice. He's been voted in. Oh, that's a shame. Well, at least he's had a small and prosperous reign. He's changed Venice from rather sort of a maritime trade outpost to a formidable Christian kingdom, conquering and taking regions himself. How fantastic is that? Well, Jacopo now really wants to prove his worth. So let's give him the former Doge's main army. We probably could change my build a little bit here as well, now that we're actually going to have a proper fight. It's probably not a bad idea, because there's a lot of better quality swordsmen in this one, isn't there? So hang on, so we'll essentially make this the main army, which is going to go... hang on, we'll switch it like this, and then I'll do it like this, and it'll be much easier to see for me. Right, so what don't we want here? So, we'll take these three. We probably don't need that much crossbowmen. We're nearly better off bringing in those two and, like, dropping that, if we're going to have 5. And we're better off having proper cavalry. And we're better off dropping these two for these two. Yeah, something like that. 4, and then a lot of spearmen there. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I want. Okay, well, let's move the new Doge further south then. Push over the border. Hopefully there's not an army lurking in the far west. Let's start a siege. Now, I'm actually going to push up with this secondary force, even though it could get attacked. That's the risk I'm going to have to take. Now, if they do attack it, I have a feeling that this Venice force is in range. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set a co-war target on Sicily now. You can do that earlier on, allow the AI to move, but I really wanted to conquer this territory as quickly as possible. We've got one city left. Federico isn't inside, but I'm hoping that we can do something here today, pushing against Syracuse. Hopefully that army doesn't push further north, but we've got the Republic of Genoa high on the advance as well. Okay then, well, let's end the turn and continue. And hopefully have our first battle against Sicily. Wow, it's interesting what the AI did, because I didn't see the notification. Maybe they're already at war with the Muslim factions to the south and the Caliphate and whatnot. Because it sort of drew their armies further away. They weren't expecting it. Oh, Genoa has now disembarked. And it looks like they're going to stand and fight us, which is good. Maybe getting some more siege equipment might be a little bit of a better idea for me. We've got ladders. But maybe giving it one more turn will allow us to get a battering ram. And potentially allow the reinforcements of Genoa to push up. But it does still risk that there's an army somewhere. I'm positive. There must be an army with Federico somewhere. Because their king isn't dead. Alright, looking at the top of the turn. We managed to get a house cat. Meow. Okay. Marino. Alright, let's... okay, so I could have gotten another one. Okay, so we have one battering ram, siege equipment constructed. Right, then we want to go with a ladder. Oh, I just assumed I went for the ladder. Oh, that's right. Okay, we'll hold it out here for now. We'll give it one more turn. We can't get any mercenaries, of course, as the update doesn't come through. Okay, you're in the north here. You can still deal with a rebellion quite competently. I'm going to stop that farm getting constructed because I want to get an... sorry, it's this one, yeah, that I quickly just added. Because I want to get some units down here, even though they're quite strong. Okay, let's go with another arch unit. We'll leave it like that for now. Actually, let's just continue it on. Let's just spam as much as we can. Maybe we can get some... scouts are kind of shit. Yeah, so we're actually going to have a pretty formidable force in the north. Okay, I'll give it one more turn, just to allow that siege equipment to come through. And give the opportunity. We can't get another unit. Garado. Let's get you in then. Yeah, we'll give the Genoese, or whatever they're called, to push up and help. Peace treaty. I think they hit someone there. They could have hit Federico. I didn't see that. Maybe it was just them rapidly hitting quite quick down there. I don't think they're in range, which is a shame. But regardless, we're pushing into them now. The AI's doing that stupid buggy thing where they pull in and out. Now we're going to have even more of a favour, as they're going to get massive seasickness bonuses. They might be in range. We'll see. Okay, well, I think we're ready to have the siege of Syracuse. I, for some reason, mistook these guys for Genoa. It's a Republic of Pisa. We've got an alliance with Pisa. I thought we had an alliance with Genoa. Genoa's way further north. I think they had. I think they controlled a lot more in this time period. I swear they had Corsica. Oh well. But we'll try and keep an eye on, especially in the north, if either Austria, Verona, Bologna, or maybe even Croatia break away from their Hungarian or Holy Roman Empire overlords. Okay, well, let's push against Syracuse here today and finish them off. Federico, yeah, 20 is still evading us. Like, we can't see him anywhere around the Med. No, we can't. Oh, well. Regardless, let's push in now. And the Genoan reinforcements aren't coming. Okay, this is going to be a hell of a fight for us. So we have 4,869 with a tier 1 army against the Sicilians' 3,570. This is make or break. This is their epic last stand. So they've currently got their general here. They've also got 3 units of spears, 2 units of lighter ones, 2 swordsmen, crossbowmen, and a bit of cav. So no formidable swordsmen. That's the main thing. And we do outnumber them, and we've got some of our own archers. Alright, let's fight this one on the battlefield here today for the Republic. For the Republic of Venice. Okay guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to the battle map. Okay, so we've actually had a bit of an issue with the campaign. As you would have noticed, unfortunately we did have a game crash. It's something to do with this particular map for some reason apparently. So I quickly did a little bit of hot fixing. I had to download another patch to load this up, and bugged out the turn. So I actually had to end the turn, which actually allowed the Republic of Pisa to come in. So we are fighting against the Sicilians here today. We have the siege of Syracuse. However, we have Pisa helping us out, and also the map's a little bit different. But regardless, we're going to be having our first battle here today with the Republic of Venice. Took a little while, unfortunately we had a bit of a game crash, but here he is, the man, the myth, soon to be the legend, Jacopo of Venice. Got a nice, good old beard. Okay, so we have about 5,000 reinforcing men of Pisa, which is good, and we have about 4,000 of our own. So here is the city of Syracuse. Obviously ancient times, held by the Greeks, and you probably can still see some of the remnants of the ancient Roman and Greek city. Okay, so let's have a look at how we want to attack this. 2 arrow towers here, only 3 on this side, and that's probably beneficial for us. but the reinforcing army from Pisa is coming there. Ideally, what I'd like to do is sit back, relax, and allow my allies, Pisa, to push in and do most of the hard work, heavy lifting, if that would be ideal. So let's put 1 unit of battering ram here for now. And we'll put the majority of our own assault, say, like this way. So we'll send 2 this way, 2 that way, and then everyone else will be the 4 on the assault this way. Now the AI tends to actually not control or pick up siege equipment when it's being dropped, so I'm going to have to really go for it myself. Okay, archers wise, we could try and split things up, try and go a little bit evenly. Crossbows, say here. Actually, better off being further up this way, as there's no supporting arrow fire. And also, the army is within the city walls. It's not coming in as an amphibious attack as well, so we've got that going for us as well. Okay, cavalry wise, considered the back along with the Doge. And we have my battering ram here. Then we have some additional heavy swordsmen. So let's have a look at some of the units. So here are our heavy spear infantry for the Venetians, as Venice. Very strong, very stoic, pretty decently heavily armoured, since we are a Catholic military faction. Pushing further up to our Venetian early recruits. Archers here as well. Crossbows further to the left. The Defying Lion, roaring. And then, of course, we have the heavy Venetian cavalry. And some of our own crossbows here. But here is the Royal Bodyguard. What is that actually called? The Doge's Bodyguard. Heavy shock cavalry, 13th century. Alrighty then, let's quickly start and pause the battlefield. Please do take into consideration, guys, that we're still pretty in early stage of development. There's a couple like glitches here. I think that's what sort of fixed the map from bugging out the first time, those additional stuff coming in. Okay, so let's give out the order for my battering ram. They do have a unit of catapults here, which we massively need to keep an eye on. So we'll try and dish out the battering rams first, and let's dish out the ladders. So let's push, hit them hard, be relentless and ungiving, and we will be victorious. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, lads. Let's do it. So let's try and move you guys further this way. Loose formation would be ideal. They seem to be bugging out somewhat. Something like this is what we sort of want. Cavalry and whatnot can sit there just fine. Alrighty then, so let's allow my guys to push further this way and higher up. The quicker the better. Go just to the left-hand side of the catapults, that would be ideal. Quickly switch to a loose formation, say here, say, and we'll swing you guys further here to the olive trees. Okay, let's go gadget. So let's meet the Sicilian host. They've got catapults already, ready to rain fire and death upon the oncoming Venetian host. We've got some citizens of the local populace running in fear. Here is the general for the Sicilians. We've got a decent sword unit here as well. What about this side? Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and stand and fight. But please do take into consideration as well, arrow towers, especially in Total War Artillery, are goddamn machine guns. So let's see the reinforcing army here. Oh, it's our own reinforcing army. Oh yeah, intertwined with fellow men and allies of Pisa. How cool is that? The republics unite against the Kingdom of Sicily. That's really cool that they're coming in to help. For Pisa, for Venice, for the Republic. Very cool. Okay, right, let's push further back up this way. Now then, my reinforcements are still moving here. My archers need to get in range. We need to start putting the press, especially on some of these spearmen here. Okay, you guys need to be targeting that like battering ram, the catapult unit rather. Okay, everyone else is still... Come on, push up. Oh, you are. You're just taking goddamn forever. Alright. Hit something like this then. Heavy shot with the archers is fine. Oh, so even with crossbowmen, you can't actually choose the shot. Ah, okay. I know that crossbows are sort of the bread and butter for the Venetians, but the way I like to play my sieges, I think we need more archers, because they struggle to arc their shots up and over the wall. Okay. We're slowly moving up here now with our battering ram. Yeah, they just can't seem to get a good angle. Like, it has to be a really low... Oh no, why is this... Why is it so laggy here? Oh no. Whoa, what the fuck? Why is it laggy there? It's just that patch. Did you see that shit? I thought the game was about to goddamn crash, but it's okay. Yeah, so the crossbows need to have proper line of sight. So you need to get like here. Say to shoot up and over. Okay, they're now pushing up. They fucking Roberto, Sergio, what? You put the siege equipment. You fucked it on the fence. Right, let's speed things up now. We want my siege equipment to disembark. Get up there as quickly as I can. Okay, I've only lost 50 men. Come on, it's just taking a goddamn age. The Pisan reinforcements have now pushed up. Come on. It's like pulling teeth. Get up here, quick. Okay, so now you're here. Fire at will if you can. Yeah, there we go. You can get a better angle on something like that, rather than having to shoot up and over. The battering rams still continuing to push up. And the Pisa heavy bodyguards here as well. We're taking this capture point down further in the south. What is that? A lost Roman banner. By the look of it, I don't know. I think the city's meant to be a lot larger than what it is. So overall, we have 8,800 to their 3,570. Once I get my siege equipment up, I might sort of pull back my Venetian lads to allow Pisa to do most of the work and heavy lifting, the fighting and the dying. Okay, on the far side here, the Sicilians have moved down a unit of crossbows to stop the battering ram coming in. But it's really at full effect. They're sending in their swordsmen to deal with that. The battering ram's now coming in. God, this is a clunky siege. Look at this shit. Why have you... Fucking hell, Roberto. Stop beaching the fucking ladders. Look at this. It's not nice and flat, this city. Oh my god. We're gonna take it on a boom piff fucking ride. Right, let's speed things up a bit. Okay, hopefully we can get this gateway down over here. Come on, we've nearly got it. We're starting to ascend the walls on the far side, which is good. Come on, get a better clip than that. Why is it glitching down there? You want to see them? Yeah, this is what we want. An epic mount up with the Venetian banner blowing in the wind and us gaining ground. Push for it, lads. Okay. Ideally, I'd like to neutralize this arrow tower, to be honest. Alright, let's push through here and try and hit the Sicilian nobles. They're now moving up where they can. Oh my god. There's been a hell of a cavalry charge in. They've hit us flat-footed there. Okay, so how well are we doing on this side? So we've actually pushed up and over the walls here, and now the AI has made the decision to push up as well. Look at this, for the Republic! Look at the amount of Pisa crossmen, the shield crossmen, yeah, they're pushing up. Oh my god. We're just stacking the walls. Okay, I need to keep a look on this far side because that's where a problem's going to be. I want you to sit there because I want that under our control. Okay, we're pushing in here now. So send you down to help. And then send you like here, say. Okay, we've taken the walls there, which is ideal. Archers wise, maybe try and hit you guys over on the back. This arrow tower is about to be under our control, but you need to go help out against these guys and push in. And you need to deal with this sort of stuff. So we're actually fighting hand to hand with the Sicilians here. We're getting pushed back just a tad. The crossbowmen that pushed out were actually quite successful. We're hunting down these crossbowmen at the back here. A reinforcing charge is coming against the Sicilian Knights. And further on the west flank, Pisa is still throwing in an almighty amount of troops, thanks to the hard work and quick rapid action of our earlier infantry. Frames are chopping a little bit, but it's good to see that Pisa are bringing the pain, the power and the friendly fire back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 strong long lines of archers. How well are my swordsmen doing? Most of them seem to be routing for now. This is going to be a long and bloody siege. Now if I can keep most of my guys out of it, that would be ideal. They're trying to push up and through. How many men have been lost in this epic final stand that Sicily's created? So we've lost about 8,000 allied forces, and they've lost about 500. You're always better fighting a field battle. That's what I tend to do. So the army's been split there a bit. Okay. No, I think we're better off just leaving our bowmen out of this. Push for something like this. You push for something like that. Go this way as well. You try and pick out these archers here. Okay, further this way. Continue up against the spearmen. You this side. And try and push up here where you can. The frames and stuff are starting to drop now, as everyone's just throwing their guys in. Alright, reinforcing wise, we've still got a decent amount of my own sitting back with our reinforcing army. If we don't have to move them in, that would be ideal. But maybe moving the crossbowmen up is probably not a bad shout to say, like here. Just for support. Okay, how are we going on this far side here? We're still struggling against those Sicilian nobles. Heavily plated armoured knights against first tier swordsmen. It's about what you'd bloody expect. Okay, I don't know what this unit is doing. I'm giving it direct orders to hit this sort of shit, but it's just not doing very well. Okay, so they're struggling. The Republic of Pisa are now throwing in their heavy cavalry. Good. Saves me doing it for my own. Okay, they're good. I'm nearly tempted to pull, like, everyone out here now that the siege equipment's all up there. Fall out, allow the AI to do the work. Now that we've made a bit of a start. But in saying that, I still don't want to lose. Push for them. You're going to need to do some damage over here, though. That's alright. Push where you can, lads. We need to hold and draw away like these 5 or so units, while Pisa throws all their men on the other side. Volcano looming in the background. Hacking and slashing. So we've done quite well. we've carved out a strong Venetian hold in the former kingdom of Sicily. But let me know in the comments, guys, would you like me to expand and conquer? Like I said before, we've still got a couple of options. We could go against Epirus in the next episode, if that's something you guys would like to see. A conquest on the west coast of Greece. We could maybe go against Genoa, betray Pisa. But definitely on the hit list is the Byzantine Empire, along with Constantinople. Oh, just think of all the maritime trade and trade routes we could get from... I missed the fucking animation there of taking the ancient city. Still pushing out well here. Just the arrow fire, man. Trashing us a bit. Okay. Oh, we've nearly buckled those Sicilian nobles, though. They're getting their poor white cloaks bloodied and battered. But I'd be pretty optimistic if my tier 1 soldiers do anything competent, to be honest. We're not even fighting with any medium Crusade knights. Oh, they finally routed them. Oh, it looks like the archers have now pushed out foolishly. Oh well, at least we're going to get some target practice here now, lads. Yeah, the longbows just have a better fire rate, don't they? Just our archers. Crossbows I'm just not a fan of, really. We'll use them where we can. Like, just the cost spender from them. Saves me recruiting them. But I'm probably, over time, as we build up the Republic, we might have to sort of wean and move them out. Okay, so you can deal with this now then. Alright, potentially push up and help, I think. Okay, so most of my swordsmen, did they even retreat? I gave the order. Pisa now is throwing more men in. Like I said, if they can do most of the fighting and the dying, that would be ideal. At the end of the day, we're going to take the settlement for ourselves. So sorry about the hiccup. Please do take into consideration that we're still very much in early days of development in the alpha. So it's subject to hiccups and bugs here and there. But man, oh man. For an alpha stage 2.5, it's just so impressive what the mod team have done. Alright, so that's fine there. You can pick a target like here or something. We managed to rout those guys quite easily, which is good. Okay, so it looks like for now my archers and skirmishers seem relatively safe on this side, so I'm going to push up and help out. They're now pushing back. There's only like a handful of spearmen now left. Swordsmen are still getting dragged a little bit out there. Okay, how are we going casualty wise now? Whoa, 2,000 allied forces have died, but there's only a measly about 900 of theirs left. It's just arrow towers, isn't it? Machine guns and total rotilla. Yeah, like try and go for something like that, but I don't know if it's even sort of tenable. Like, can you actually hit that unit up and over the wall? I just don't think you can. Like, you can't arc the shot up and over. Auto resolve is fine, because I don't factor that shit in. But overall, not really. Right, now we're up in here, up and over. Take this tower, take this gateway. Alright. Yeah, push. The thing is right. I think we're better off pushing down this way because there's still a cavalry unit somewhere. It does look like Pisa has thrown in most of their cavalry. They are just copping their friendly fire as well. They don't give a fuck. It's good that they came in and helped us eventually. It did take them 2 bloody turns to get competent enough, but it did happen. They did come in and help. Kind of makes sense. Instead of allowing us to be weak, they get a strong, formidable trade partner in the region, for now. Instead of just sitting back and relaxing, allow us to take the city. That's now gone. I have a feeling there's a cavalry unit in the square. Okay, I'm going to get you to draw your short swords, and I want you to eliminate that catapult unit. Archers-wise, we'll push into the General's bodyguard. Pisa is now slowly but surely making its bloody and battered way up. Ships we can steal there. Rogue crossbowmen breaking fences. Those bastards. Let's speed things up. Okay. Probably even move this like sword unit out now. Archers wise, get rid of that toggle melee. Maybe try and put some archer firing down to cover the last of the unit there. Ah, the general's actually wearing a yellow armor set. That's cool. Oh wow, the Pisa heavy cavalry have now pushed in, defending the orange tree, the white tree. But yeah, now they're doing really well. Those Pisa knights look really cool. They'd be a fun and sort of unique faction to play as Pisa, along with, you know, I feel like if I'm ever going to do another Italian campaign series, it's probably going to be Sicily. Let me know in the comments what other Let's Plays and medieval 1212 campaigns you'd like to see on the channel. So we've officially taken out Syracuse here today. Pisa flooding the town square. It is ours. Sicily is under the control of Venice. A decisive victory at that. So we deployed 4,869. Even though we sat back towards the final third of the battle, we still lost 1,305. Crikey, okay. Pisa deploying 3,940, so we did actually bring 1,000 more, but in total there was nearly 10,000 Allied forces fighting the Sicilians there. So they deployed 3,570 and lost 3,460. The cavalry did quite well, plugging the gap on the sort of far right flank against my swordsmen. The crossbowmen did really well, 173, but their overall bang average lower tier spearmen did as expected, poorly. Okay, so how did our guys do? 88, 57. Look, we've got automatic replenishment on in total rotilla, so as long as we don't lose any entire units, I'm not going to be too fussed with that fight. But it took a long time to equip the siege equipment eventually to the walls. We had good old Sergio Roberto bloody ripping up the Syracuse terrain, I guess. I don't know why they struggled so much. So God's Chosen with Jacopo and the Warriors of Divine Justice. Yeah, it's not. It could be Jake. It could be Jacopo. I think I'll say Jacopo because it's like Jacob. I don't know. Maybe Jacopo. I think because it was Pietro was his adoptive father, wasn't he? Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. Syracuse has fallen. Syracuse is ours. Oh, so we did lose the entirety of a couple of units. Whoa! Oh shit! Did we knock off? Yeah, I think the Doge of Pisa died. Their faction leader. Oh shit. We knocked him off through AI stupidity. Yeah, I have a feeling we might have, you know. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, I'll take that though. Alright, let's chuck a quick save. Let's repair the city of Syracuse where we can. Oh, we can't use the noble villa for whatever reason. That's alright, we'll break it down. Alright, not really much else we can do for now. Diplomacy wise, yeah, the Kingdom of Sicily is still around and defined with Federico. Yeah, but he's down here. God knows why. He's homeless now. I think he must have got caught. I feel like what happened is Sicily were war-decked very early on, or war-decked very early on. But I didn't see the notification. Or maybe they start off at war. They immediately throw all their armies down, and we were able to sort of pip them to the post, surround and take their territories in quite quick succession. So guys, unfortunately on that note, it is time to end episode 1 of the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD Republic of Venice campaign. Thanks for watching. if you watched all the way through. Really do appreciate it. Leave the video a like if you haven't already. Dislike if you want. If you don't like Venice for whatever reason, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions. Would you like me to expand and conquer series as well? So we've done quite well. We've taken Naples, Taranto, Reggio, Syracuse. Sicily is no more. We're currently sitting 4th strength rating now as well. We're going to slowly put our money into the economy. We're going to make sure that we can control and operate this forging maritime empire. We've also got some heavy melee infantry on the way here as well. We're going to continue our conquest as the Republic of Venice. Bon appetito, motherfucker. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.